How's it going, and welcome to The Guitar Effect. My name's Rob. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at the Caline CP80 Ragnarok delay and reverb in one stomp box. But before we do, I'll ask you to please like and subscribe. So this is the Caline Ragnarok CP80 delay and reverb. It's a really great, simple to use delay and reverb pedal. So the first thing we should do is just take a listen to it in the track. So here you go. So, the Ragnarok. So what this is a uber simple delay and reverb pedal. It's like an analog sounding delay on this side and a hall reverb on this side, and both are really capable but quite basic, right? So the delay gives you a repeats control, the delay, which is the time, and the level, which is the amount of delay in your signal, and the reverb gives you a decay, which is the length of the trail of the reverb, a mix, which is how much reverb is in your sound, and then there's a pre-delay control here to control how soon after you strike the note will the trail begin. All the controls are really responsive, and there's a wide range on them, and it has one sound of reverb and one sound of delay, but both of them are really usable in various different situations, which you'll hear in the playing examples. I think this is the second pedal from the Caline series of pedals that I'm reviewing. It's delay and reverb. I've done the Leon drive. I'm going to be building a Caline pedal board, and I think I won't need any other delay or reverb for sure. This will cover off the needs of that basic pedal board really well. I think their design is really cool. I love the color. The construction's really nice. All the controls really positive. The reverb has a soft switch and the delay has a hard switch, which I actually also really like. And that's kind of it. The controls are all really clearly labeled. It's very easy to use. So let's take a listen to it. Okay, so for the demo in this video, I'm playing my Quartz Source BV, which is like a Quart 335 copy. I'm playing through the Leon drive for a bit of overdrive, and I'm playing into the Caline CP80, and I'm going into the Hotone Nano Legacy British Invasion mini head. It's a little 5-watt solid state AC30 style sound, and with the gain on full on the guitar, the volume on full on the guitar, it's a little bit broken up. It's kind of like a dirty clean tone. I'm going to roll the volume back slightly. Okay, so rolling the volume up full. Here is the reverb with the just kind of set to like a moderate reverb setting, and it says gorgeous. So no reverb first of all. If I just play a chord here, and there's a reverb. So it's like relatively long. I can shorten that decay. And it dies, it kills it off really quickly, but still really musically. And I can then wind that decay up really high, and it'll last for ages. great reverb. So then, also there's a pre-delay. So if I wind the pre-delay off completely, bring the mix back a bit, you'll hear the difference. So the reverb is constantly there, so whenever I hit the guitar solo. If I round the pre-delay up halfway, it gives a little bit of a pause before it brings that reverb tail in. Wind up the full way, it's really pronounced. So I would generally tend to leave the pre-delay about halfway up, and then the mix, so I can really get extremely wet. So that's the reverb. I think basically it's kind of a hall reverb to my ears, and even when it's at really, really high levels, it's not that intrusive, and it sits behind washy stuff really well. And then if you want to do kind of more stabby stuff, so I think, you know, as a sole reverb pedal on your board, as your kind of standard reverb, it's really simple, so you can reasonably get down and tweak it between song to song to a reasonable degree. There's only 3 knobs, and even at that, I think the pre-delay will probably stay in the middle for me. It's just a question of working with the decay and the mix to get the right effect I want for each song. I just really think it's a really musical, usable reverb. So that's the reverb, at least on clean sound. I'm going to do a bit of dirty as well. So I'm going to turn off the reverb and go back to the straight middle setting. So the delay. So here is just a set, like to give you an idea of what the trails actually sound like. So it's very much a Booker Brigade analog style delay. There's no tone control on this delay pedal for you to be able to change that. But I think, so again, for kind of a cleanish passage, right? So then I can bring that control up and it gets past the unity gain. So the repeat becomes louder than the original signal, which is very good for dotted 8 type stuff. So that's kind of what the delay sounds like. So for a longer delay time, delay back, or the level back a bit. Really, really great analog delay sound for filling out. So it's also great for fingerpick stuff. So rhythmic, it adds a bit of movement, but it doesn't get in the way, which is great. So delay and reverb together then. Really good ambient pedal, in my opinion. Like it doesn't get in the way you're playing, but it does create a beautiful kind of washy pout under everything you do. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch on the Leon drive here beside it and show you how it interacts with overdrive and distortion before it. So here is the no Leon drive on with all the controls and guitar full. This Leon drive was the first pedal that I, in this Caline series that I demo of, you'll see a link to it here. Here's the So if I put on the delay, a bit faster, a bit too fast. If I wind down the volume, so again, there's no front end to the note at all, really. Which means that there's no percussiveness to it, which means it doesn't get in the way of your lead bend. Works really, really well. And then the reverb. So probably need a little bit less mix there. So it does take on the character of the distortion there with the grit and the treble. Still, for a big reverb behind the distortion, I think it works pretty well. So yeah, there's the delay and the reverb, both with distortion, without distortion. So there you go, the Caline CP80 Ragnarok, delay and reverb in one pedal. If you're looking for a delay and reverb to take up one power jack on your board, take up a small amount of space on your board, and to cover off a lot of different ground, I think it's a really, really good choice. It's really affordable. I think it's about £50, which probably means it's about €70, something like that, from Amazon. And yeah, just a really, really good delay and reverb pedal. So as always, thank you for watching. If you've gotten this far, I say thank you, and I ask you to please like and subscribe. And I will see you in another video again soon. Cheers. Talk to you. Bye.